able to get any scenic footage in today. I was kind of disappointed about that, but I didn't get close enough. I had a lot of stuff on my plate today. I had to get some preventative maintenance done to my vehicle, and that took a lot longer than anticipated. Thought it was only going to take like maybe an hour or so to get this alignment done. And they had my van in there for like a couple hours or more. It was ridiculous. They had so many customers in there, but they ended up taking care of me, getting it done, so that's all that matters. Better be safe than sorry. So I mean, I got a little bit of video, but it's kind of like I said, with the GoPro, you can't really zoom in, so I don't know how well it's going to come out on video yet. So I'll try and include it. If I think it looks good enough, I'll put it in here with this video. If not, then my apologies, maybe next time. But yeah, it was a good experience though. I enjoyed coming down here, seeing all the mountains, snow-covered mountains and whatnot. It's pretty neat. It's kind of funny how the human eye and the camera and all that, you know, it's like, to me, seeing it was all right there in my face, huge, and loved it. It was really nice, but you put it on camera, and I mean, at least looking at it through my laptop, you couldn't really see it that good. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it was cool stuff. So here I am, where are we at, Monday, and I delivered this morning, as y'all know. And from what I understand, this is my first time having the experience in Colorado. I don't know what everybody's opinion and or their you know, ideals of what a perfect scenario is as far as being in Colorado. I mean, I'm just going off of what I've heard from folks, and you know, obviously those experienced guys out there that have been here before. You know, so I can talk to a couple of people on the Facebook page that I frequent on the day of an expediter. There's a couple of girls on there saying when they came down to Colorado, this same area, they got right out from Colorado Springs. I got one call today, one, so, and it didn't pan out. So I have waited from 6 o'clock this morning until 3:30 p.m. local time in Colorado, and nothing has transpired, so I have made the big decision to deadhead all the way to El Paso. Yes, that's a lot of miles. Yeah, I get it. Trust me. It's 600 and some odd miles, about a 9-hour drive. About a 10-hour drive actually. But it's going to take me to a better freight area. It's going to get me moving, give me something nice to munch on, and get me going good for the week. At least we, as always, we hoping it goes that way. You know me, I ain't scared to put it on video. I ain't scared in the least. If I fail, I'll put it on here. If I succeed, I'll put it on here. I don't care one way or the other. That's why I make these little vlogs here, just to give you guys insight firsthand to what I go through with a dispatcher that I have. You know, mine's a mom and pop dispatcher. I went over that with y'all before. I don't work for some conglomerate, you know, Load One or Panther, none of those guys out there. I just got a mom and pop place, but they keep us going. I mean, this past week I got what I ended up with, 2,400 miles. That's not top of line, you know, that's not no 3,000, 3,500 miles, but it's livable, it's comfortable, pays my bills, gives me a lot of extra money, banking money. You know, I'm good. It doesn't bother me a bit. I hope that air conditioning wasn't bothering you. I turned the air on because if I have the windows down, it's too darn noisy for the camera. And if I have them up, it gets too warm in here because it's like 70 degrees and sunny here in Colorado today. So I put the windows up, no air or anything. It's kind of stuffy in here. But, so yeah, we going to El Paso, guys. I had a couple options. I mean, some people would have went north, some people would have went east. north somewhere. Well, not really north, northeast, I guess, more. You know, people have their opinions. You know, some people may have stayed and roughed it out, you know, a couple, 3 days. That's my first experience in Colorado. I went a whole day and got one phone call. That's not good. For me, anyway. For my, you know, my dispatcher got one, you know. He said it was busy first thing this morning. He was putting some bids in. He don't call me every single time. He'll put bids in without even calling me on some stuff, but it's just every now and again when he gets something that's kind of fishy, that he's not quite sure how I would handle, or if I would like it or not, he'll call me and ask me about it. So I don't mean to say, you know, one phone call, oh my God, what kind of dispatchers he got? Because you know, he basically calls me on the stuff that he's kind of unsure how I would approach it, or if I would like it or want it, you know. So that's where we're at there. So I'm on my way to El Paso, as I said. It's 3:30. So, you know, going nonstop. If I were to go nonstop, I get there tonight between 12 and 1 in the morning, this local time. I may stop and get a nap at some point tonight. I might sleep the whole night. I might sleep until 4 in the morning and just finish off an hour or two driving in the morning, get to El Paso. Just so I'm nice and rested, instead of pushing myself hard tonight to get there when I don't really have to. So that is my plans, guys. If you'd have done things differently, hey, I invite you. Leave some feedback down below. Let me know what you think. You know, as always, I invite it. I invite all the commentary y'all bring to the table. I enjoy it. That's why we're trying to grow the subscriber base, because I want to make this expediting community bigger than most that we've seen out here. You know, most expediters I see in the YouTube community, there's not a real big, well, I don't know how much these guys have advertised and tried to get their name out there, and how much they publicize their stuff either, but there's not a lot of guys out there that have a big following so far as expediting. And that, to me, my opinion, is nobody really stays with their vlogs. You know, I've looked around at expediters in the past, before I had even started expediting. There were some guys out there making vlogs, doing the same exact thing that I'm doing, but then they stopped. They just stopped. You know, one guy would make a video, and he wouldn't see another video from him for 6 months. Another guy make a video, you wouldn't see another one from him for a year. You know, another guy make a video once every week. He'd do good for about a month or two, and then he'd stop. And then he'd recreate his channel, make a new name, and do the same thing, and then he'd stop again. You know, I'm not bashing anybody. I just wish folks would stick with their vlogs. You know, this helps people, gives them a better understanding of, you know, a real first-hand account of what people go through. You know, the more people we have out here that are sharing their stories, their experiences, and their know-how, you know, the better off we'll be. I mean, I'm with a mom-and-pop dispatcher, broker. What about the guys that are with Panther? Guys that are with Load One? You know, the guys that are with, wait, those Express something or others, I don't even know. There's tons of different names out there, but yeah, I mean, what's the story with other companies, other dispatchers? How well are they doing? Because as I've stated in the past, you know, a lot of the stuff we talk about kind of sounds like it's a skip record, because we kind of beat some things in the ground, but it's for a reason. We're trying to figure the stuff out and get answers to them. And one being exactly, you know, in my learning of this business so far from people I've spoke with, all these companies are the same. I mean, that's just hearsay, though. That's not, I don't know. I guess it's physical proof as well. I mean, you know, it's people talking on forums, it's people talking on Facebook, you know, but I'd like to see first-hand accounts on video, like verbally coming out of people's mouths, you know, how they're doing with that company. It's just so hard to get real, reliable answers from people. It's weird. It's like people want to keep stuff a secret, and I don't get it. I don't get why there shouldn't be a secret. We should be out here helping each other. Yeah, I mean, the industry's flooded. There's a lot of expediters out here, but there's a lot of truck drivers out here too. It's never stopped trucking, so, you know, that's just my take on it. So, anywho, I'm gonna stop rambling on. It's already been 10.5 minutes. Good Lord, look at me. All right, guys, I'm gonna get on down the road here a little bit. I'll check back with you later on. Have a good day. See you. Bye.